So far in this video, we've built a strong foundation. You know what a balanced breakfast looks like. You've seen recipes, meal prep ideas, and portion tips. But now we need to deal with real life. Because you're not always in your kitchen with your perfect grocery list. Sometimes you're in a coffee shop, rushing into the office, or waking up in a hotel with a mystery buffet. We're going to walk through 3 everyday situations and ask one simple question each time. Given what's in front of me, how can I get as close as possible to protein plus fiber without stressing about perfection? We'll cover coffee shop and fast food choices, office mornings and what to keep at your desk, hotel, and travel breakfasts when options are limited. And as always, this is general education, not personal medical or nutrition advice. Take what fits, ignore what doesn't. Let's start with the places you probably visit the most when you don't eat at home, coffee shops and fast food spots. These places are designed to sell you sugar and starch, big pastries, giant muffins, syrup-loaded drinks, hash browns, sugary lattes. But hidden in most menus are options that work a lot better for your weight loss goals. When you're scanning the board, think, where can I find protein and where can I find fiber? Here's how to upgrade your usual order. Your drink. Go for coffee with a small amount of milk or a latte with less syrup rather than a dessert-style drink loaded with sugar and whipped cream. If you like flavored drinks, ask for less syrup or 1 pump instead of 3. Skip the whipped cream most of the time. You don't need perfection, just fewer automatic extras. Your food. Look for things like egg sandwiches on whole grain or English muffin-style bread instead of giant white bread bagels. Yogurt parfaits with granola and fruit. Oatmeal with nuts and fruit, if they offer it. If your only options seem to be pastries, you can still upgrade. Pair a small pastry with a protein source like a boiled egg, yogurt, or a small latte with extra milk. This is better than a huge sugary pastry plus a sugary drink and nothing else. Again, you're not looking for perfect. You're just asking, how do I make sure this breakfast has at least 1 solid protein and 1 source of fiber? Sometimes, the Golden Arches or another drive-thru is your reality. That's okay. Let's work with it. At most fast food places, you can choose egg-based breakfast sandwiches rather than sugary pancakes and syrup. Go for options with egg, a leaner meat if available, a smaller, whole grain style bun, or English muffin when you can. Skip or reduce extra cheese and sauces, supersized hash browns, or sweet drinks. Some places offer oatmeal with fruit and nuts, yogurt parfaits, simple egg wraps. Are they perfect? No. Can they be good enough to keep you steady until lunch and prevent a full-on binge later? Absolutely. Now let's talk about those mornings where you meant to eat at home but didn't, and now you're at work hungry, with only vending machines and donuts in sight. This is where desk backup mode comes in. If you can, keep a small stash of breakfast-friendly foods at your desk or in a shared fridge. Think of it as a first aid kit for your appetite. Shelf-stable options. These don't need a fridge and can live in your drawer. Instant oatmeal packets. Nuts and seeds. High-protein granola or cereal. Nut butter packets. Whole grain crackers or rice cakes. Canned beans or chickpeas. Protein bars with reasonable ingredients and not a ton of sugar. Fridge options, Greek yogurt or cottage cheese cups. Boiled eggs. A bag of baby carrots, cherry tomatoes, or pre-washed salad greens. A small container of cheese if you tolerate it well. How to turn this into a breakfast. Some quick combinations. Instant oats plus hot water plus nuts plus a spoonful of nut butter. Greek yogurt plus handful of cereal plus fruit you brought from home. Boiled egg plus whole grain crackers plus an apple. Protein bar plus a piece of fruit on days you're really in a rush. None of this is fancy. That's the point. You're creating a safety net so that I forgot breakfast doesn't automatically become I inhaled 3 donuts and now feel awful. Now let's zoom out to travel. Time zones, early flights, hotel buffets, unfamiliar restaurants. This is where a lot of people feel their routine fall apart. Instead of aiming for perfection, aim for this. I will do the best I can with what I have, and then move on. Most hotel breakfasts, even simple ones, have at least some of the basics. Look for eggs, yogurt, fruit, oats or whole grain bread if they have it, Your mission is to build something like eggs plus fruit plus a slice of whole grain toast, yogurt plus fruit plus a small spoon of cereal or nuts, oatmeal plus fruit plus some yogurt mixed in for protein. Try to make half your plate protein and produce, and the rest carbs and fats. Does that mean you can never enjoy a waffle or a pastry at the hotel? No, but maybe that becomes one day's small treat paired with protein and fruit instead of every day's main event with nothing else. Airports and convenience stores used to be deserts for good food, but things are slowly improving. Look for Greek yogurt cups, nuts or nut mixes, boiled eggs, protein bars, fruit like bananas, apples, or pre-cut cups, simple sandwiches with egg, turkey, or chicken, plus some veggies. You might end up with something like yogurt plus nuts plus fruit, egg sandwich plus bottle of water plus a piece of fruit, protein bar plus yogurt. Is it home-cooked perfection? No. Is it better than starting your day with just chips and soda? 100%. If you know a long drive or travel day is coming, you can pack a small cooler bag with ice packs, pre-made egg muffins, yogurt cups or oat bars, apples, mandarins, or bananas, nuts, seeds, and nut butter packets, whole grain crackers or wraps. You don't need a gourmet spread. The goal is to avoid reaching that "I'm starving, I'll eat anything" point where fast food becomes your only lifeline. Here's the big message I want to leave you with in this part. Real life is messy. Your schedule will change. You'll forget your lunch sometimes. Flights will be delayed. Hotel options will be strange. You are not failing if your breakfast isn't perfectly balanced every single day. What matters is the pattern. Are you trying to find protein and fiber when you can? Are you making slightly better choices than the old you would have? Are you learning from days that don't go well instead of using them as proof that nothing works? You don't need to be the person who brings Tupperware everywhere and never touches a pastry again. You can be the person who says, "I'm going to scan my options and choose the one that supports me the most in this situation." That's it. Your next step. Think about your own life. Do you hit coffee shops a lot? Do you often arrive at the office without breakfast? Do you travel regularly? Pick one of those scenarios and ask, what is one small change I can make to get more protein plus fiber in that situation? Maybe it's swapping your giant sugary latte for a smaller one and a yogurt. Maybe it's stashing oatmeal and nuts at your desk. Maybe it's choosing eggs and fruit first at the hotel buffet before deciding on anything else. Small upgrades repeated often are what change your health.